He pressed a strange button, and a potted plant suddenly fell out. He pressed another. A huge vase crashed down from above. The man walked to the vase in resignation, peered into its mouth, and found nothing inside. He returned to the wall of buttons, needing to find an escape fast. He jabbed a random button, and a pair of chopsticks shot out. Each press produced a new pair, and the man seemed to find it amusing. He mashed the buttons frantically, a smile slowly returning to his face. As chopsticks stacked higher and higher, his fingers sped up, and he accidentally hit a nearby switch. He hurled a horn in frustration, then slapped another button, but slowly emerged, releasing a fragrant spray. The man instantly froze, then picked up a horn. Before long, the room was piled with all kinds of items, but still no exit. He collapsed into a beach chair, completely defeated. In a fit of anger, he threw a ball, which happened to hit a button. A plate of sushi tumbled out, starving after all his efforts. He approached slowly. The sushi looked vibrant and perfect. He glanced at a tiny sauce dish, but there was no soy sauce. He tentatively pressed a button. More sushi popped out. He kept pressing. Still sushi. Soon the sushi formed a small mountain. Resigned, he pretended the empty dish held soy sauce, and happily ate. After the meal, he felt a bit better, and wanted a drink. He tested a nearby switch. A bottle of soy sauce dropped out. He collapsed, utterly defeated, and lay on the floor, done with trying. He hit another random button. A cheap 3D headset fell down. He put on reluctantly, and inside saw an angel pointing to a button. Overjoyed, he scrambled to press it, but the room suddenly dimmed. A 10-second countdown appeared behind him. All the wall buttons vanished. A massive but slowly descended. He thought he was finished, but when the countdown ended, the stopped midair. After the whole fart fiasco, the man gave up on escaping and relaxed. He read comics until he finished Chapter 5, then eagerly pressed a button. Chapter 7 dropped out instead. Chapter 8, Chapter 9 followed, until he finally hit the right switch and an exit appeared behind him. But he was so focused on finding comics that he didn't notice the doorway. By the time he turned, the exit was gone. He tried to remember which switch it had been, guessed frantically, and failed again and again. Finally, he found the exit switch. He stood to leave, but the switch popped up and the exit closed instantly. Determined, he braced, pressed the switch with his foot, and ran. Still too late. He tried to fly swatter, a jump rope, always just a hair short. He timed the switch, then set a giant vase on top. But the small switch launched the vase upward. An idea sparked. He filled the vase with water and put it on the switch, thinking the weight would hold it down. He pressed the water flow button, but the stream tracked his head like an aimbot. He scrambled to get water into the vase, and in the end had barely enough to water a plant. A new plan formed. He began stuffing the vase with sushi. Too much sushi made the vase absurdly heavy. He tried to pull some out by hand, but the mouth was too narrow, so he used chopsticks. 2 long hours passed. A nearby potted plant bloomed as he finally finished. He lifted the vase carefully and forgot about the exit switch again. He pressed another button and completely lost it. He smeared cooked rice over the switch to hold it down, but it wouldn't stay. He fetched heavy-duty tape and wrapped the switch tight. To his surprise, it held. For a full minute, the switch didn't pop. He rushed toward the exit, but the switch burst through the tape. He tried an iron plate and more tape. The switch launched the plate like a spring. Crushed by setbacks, he resigned himself to living there forever. He grabbed a toothbrush. No toothpaste. He hit a button and accidentally summoned a rope. Suddenly, he found a trick, using the rope S swing. He reached the exit only to find the door needed a key. The switch snapped back, and the door slammed into his waist. He kicked the switch in anger, and a key dropped then vanished moments later. Everything seemed timed to torment him. He replayed which button it might be, pressed more, and after many tries found the key switch. He used sushi as markers, swung on the rope, grabbed the key, pressed the exit switch, and moved in a smooth sequence. He pulled the door, yet it wouldn't open. A combination lock hung on it. He bolted back out. The exit slammed his waist again. He hammered wildly and accidentally summoned the chief. Silence. They stared at each other. He noticed numbers painted on the chief's head. Could that be the code? After countless trials, he finally unlocked the door, but the space was too narrow. He became wedged. That last failure crushed him. He wept in that gap, regretting his escape attempt. A cool breeze brushed by. He turned and tentatively pulled. A hidden panel opened. A new passage revealed itself light in the dark. He walked down a long corridor and arrived in an even larger room, filled with countless switches, waiting to be explored.